Hey guys, in this episode I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why I think you should not join a startup. If you're looking for 10 reasons why you should work for a startup, then watch my other video. So keep watching. Number 1 is that you may never get paid. You need to keep in mind that those shares that the company has offered you to work for the startup may never be worth anything at all. And that means that you may never be able to justify a reason for working for that company. And in that scenario, you need to ask the question, is it worth learning what you're learning in the startup environment? Is it worth the pressure? And for a lot of people, the learning is just not worth it. Number 2 is that startups typically fail. If you're going to join a startup for a 5-year career plan, then I think you're in the wrong place. There's a chance that your startup may not even have enough money to last 2 years. If you're in the beginning of your career and all you want to do is just start learning some skills, then maybe a startup is not the right place for you. Perhaps you should join a company environment and learn those skills before you move on to a startup at some other point in your life. Number 3 is risk versus benefit. For some people, the risk is just too much for the benefits gained. The benefits are obviously there in a startup. If a startup succeeds, then you might end up making a lot of money from it. But there's a very high risk of failure. We know that over 90 to 95% of startups end up failing in whatever country you look at around the world. If you have a family to feed, if you have a child to feed, it's very likely that a job may be the right thing for you to enter. Skills may be the right thing for you to learn before you move on to entrepreneurship at another point in your life. Number 4 is happiness. For a lot of people, their priority is just to be happy now. And we can't blame them. A lot of people go through quite tough shit in the early part of their life, and they end up just wanting an easy job that pays them very well. Perhaps what you do want is an easy source of money, and for that, maybe you should just join a job. Number 5, and my last point, is responsibilities. Maybe you studied law to become a lawyer. Maybe you studied accounting to become an accountant. Perhaps you studied finance to work in a bank. Perhaps the reason behind all of your student debt was just to get a specific type of job. And if that's what you want, then a startup is definitely not for you. So there you go, guys. Those were my 5 reasons for why you probably should not join a startup. I want you to think about all of the pros and cons, and that's why I made this video. For 10 advantages to working in a startup, watch my other video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.